There's four manga series that mean more to me than life itself, and part of the manga experience is seeking out that anime adaptation. Now, two of these will probably never get a proper anime adaptation, and I've made peace with that. One of them will definitely get a third season sometime before 2045, but the last one is getting wined and dined so far when it comes to its anime treatment. Fujimoto fans are just eating good on all fronts. Now, one thing about me I try to not make too obvious is that I am a big Chainsaw Man fan. I do shower though and go outside, so I'm kind of a bit of an anomaly in the community, but nevertheless, this was probably my most anticipated thing ever, other than this. Now, this movie's going to be kind of hard to talk about without spoiling it, since it takes place right in the middle of Chainsaw Man Part 1, so I will be talking spoilers, but I won't talk about any plot points past the ending of this movie, so if you're just an anime-only watcher and haven't read the manga, I won't ruin anything for you, but if you haven't consumed any Chainsaw Man, I recommend you go do so, read it, watch it, they're both great, and then come back. It was so good. It was so good. For anyone who knows Fujimoto's work, a lot of influence for his work comes from cinema. So this story arc being made into a movie is the best thing that could have happened. It makes sense within the story and as an audience because this is a rather short arc, so they are probably doing this as a movie and the rest of part 1 is going to be its own season instead of just condensing the remaining 58 chapters into a single season. It probably wouldn't work. But they also did not skimp on the animation and just like stitch a few episodes together and call it a movie. This is top tier animation. Everything looks and moves wonderfully. First, I want to praise every single animator that was a part of this. Honestly, every animator in general, I want to praise. They put their all into this, and they are unfortunately part of an industry that does not seem to respect them one bit. But you animators time and time again make absolute works of art that I hope you know does not go unappreciated. This movie elevates the source material in almost every way. It feels like they took every panel from the manga and said, can we make this better? And if so, how can we do it in a way that enhances the experience and enriches the story while not robbing the manga of its value? It's a tough line to walk when making an adaptation of anything, something that successfully brings something to a new medium while also respecting its source material. It's not easy, but once again, this movie excels at it. The people behind this understand that yes, getting those big moments right is important, but it's the smaller moments that are even more important because they add so much weight to those moments of colossal hype. They're adapting roughly 15 chapters here, which when you read it is an incredibly brisk read. I mean, it flies by. But the movie, clocking in at around 100 minutes, was able to not feel bloated and like filler. It was able to take smaller moments and really expand on them in a way where you're like, this is a more enhanced version of the story. I don't feel like we're wasting time right now to get between these big scenes. Because I'm sure we all know, anime is no stranger to filler. Every moment between Denji and Reze, and I know her name isn't said like that, but I've said it like that for years, so I'm sorry. I'm just gonna keep up with it, okay? Every moment between Denji and Reze is just beautiful and heartbreaking. It's amazing how just a simple addition of music to a scene can elevate it. The music that plays during the pool scene is just ethereal. It filled me with so much emotion. That pool scene is amazing, and not because of that reason, okay? It's you get out of here. Get out of here, you weirdos. This is an amazing scene. Anyone who's seen the movie will understand. It's a beautiful scene. Excellent music and voice acting across the board. Every voice actor understands their character perfectly. Ryan Colt Levy, I think is his name, is so funny and perfect as Denji. He especially just kills it with those inner monologues that Denji always has. And Alexis Tipton as Reze. chef kiss. She is incredible. She has so much genuine charisma and kindness in her voice, but is able to perfectly switch it to when she becomes a ruthless killing machine. Once again, everyone did a great job. Even the voice actress for Power. She kills it for the 2 minutes of screen time she has. Another great place they expanded on was with scenes between Aki and the Angel Devil. I just love how different they are, but how much they make the other grow unintentionally. The Angel Devil is never like, you should care about us devils. Quite the opposite. He is always yapping about how much he wants to die. It's pretty funny and sad how 90% of their conversations are just talking about death, but there's not really much else to talk about. But let's talk about when this movie kicks into high gear. Let's talk about when this movie becomes 30 minutes of straight hands being thrown. The action in this, it's so beautiful. First off, I love how they had no action at all for the first 2 acts of the movie. It's like that in the manga, but I'm so happy they didn't throw in some random devil hunt to keep things exciting. They make you wait for it, and it is oh so worth it. Every single attack and movement from the Bomb Devil is just an absolute spectacle. It is reason enough to see this on the big screen. The animation for her is just jaw-dropping. I could barely wrap my head around the sheer awesomeness behind everything happening during those final 30 minutes. There was a moment during the fight where the animation just went bonkers and seemed to change up styles completely. My eyes almost fell out of my head. It's just back to back to back to back unbelievably hype moments. So much of anime is hype shit, but that hype doesn't matter if the time isn't spent in those quiet, intimate moments where we not only grow to love these characters, but understand why they are the way they are. The characters in Chainsaw Man are fucking weird, but they are also some of the most tragic and multifaceted characters I've seen in fiction. This movie was perfect. It takes everything great about this story and not only transfers it to the medium of film flawlessly, but also goes above and beyond to make an experience that I don't think Chainsaw Man fans could be disappointed with. I know I wasn't. That's all I got for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. Tell me your thoughts on the Reze arc movie. What was your favorite scene? Did your theater erupt into barking during a certain scene? My theater didn't. I was a little disappointed. That's all I got for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. Tell me your thoughts on the Reze arc movie. What was your favorite scene? Tell me down below. And as always, I will see you on the next one.